What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, October 12th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. It is not just Hollywood politicians and his wife who are turning their backs on film producer Harvey Weinstein. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts announced Wednesday that it has suspended Weinstein's membership. The London-based organization said in a statement, WIP's BAFTA has previously been a beneficiary of Mr. Weinstein's support for its charitable work. It considers the reported alleged behavior completely unacceptable and incompatible with BAFTA's values. This has led to Mr. Weinstein's suspension, and it will be followed by a formal process as laid out in BAFTA's constitution. Weinstein has been under fire after recent reports that accused the prolific film producer of being a rampant sexual predator for several decades. He hasn't denied many of the accusations and was fired by his own brother Bob Weinstein from the Weinstein Company. BAFTA said, "We hope this announcement sends a clear message that such behavior has absolutely no place in our industry." This week, Weinstein's wife, Georgina Chapman, announced that she will file for a divorce after 10 years of marriage. And former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, who Weinstein heavily supported in raising money for during the 2016 election, said she was appalled by the allegations and vowed to donate the funds he raised for her to charity, according to CNN. Ben Affleck took to Twitter Wednesday to address the backlash he received after the revival of One Tree Hill star Hillary Burton's claim that the actor groped her on MTV's TRL in 2003. Affleck tweeted, "I acted inappropriately towards Ms. Burton and I sincerely apologize." Affleck has previously released a statement condemning Harvey Weinstein, the Hollywood mogul accused of sexually harassing and sexually assaulting a number of women. Burton mentioned the MTV incident after a fan tweeted that Affleck grabbed Hillary Burton's breasts on TRL once. Everyone forgot, though. Burton wrote in response, "I didn't forget." But later, she says, "Seriously, thank you for that. I was a kid," after having a conversation with the fan. Burton also shared an older video of herself saying that Affleck groped her during an airing of TRL Uncensored. She wrote alongside the clip, "Girls, I'm so impressed with you, brave ones. I had to laugh back then so I wouldn't cry. Send love." Burton's husband, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, portrayed the father of Affleck's Batman character in 2016's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Affleck also faced flack from actress Rose McGowan, who is among the women accusing Weinstein of sexual harassment on Twitter after the Justice League star released a statement on the producer. Affleck said of Weinstein, "I'm sad and angry that a man who I worked with used his position of power to intimidate, sexually harass, and manipulate many women over decades. I find myself asking, what can I do to make sure this doesn't happen to others?" McGowan said of Affleck's response, "God damn it, I told him to stop doing that. You said that to my face. The press conference, I was made to go after the assault. You lied." She said in response when she told him that Weinstein had assaulted her. Earlier, McGowan tweeted, "Ben Affleck, fuck off." Affleck and McGowan had starred together in 1998's Phantoms. Fiona Dourif says there are definite benefits to being linked to the Chucky horror film franchise for her whole life. Dourif's father, Brad, has voiced the demonic doll in all 7 of the movies, and Dourif herself portrayed Nika in 2013's Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, which was released on Netflix this month. The 35-year-old recently told crowds of fans at the New York Comic Con, "I've been associated with it since I can remember. Chucky was in my house my whole life. It's what I know for, and now I get to be here and be a part of it. It's just so terrific. No matter what else I do, I will be forever known as the Chucky girl." Dourif also recalled how, as a kid, her father would entertain her friends by doing the voice of the murderous toy at her birthday parties, which took place around Halloween. She says, "Those awkward junior high school parties, he would come in and he cackled. Then I realized it was really cool and boys liked it when I was 13, 14, so I kind of got some dating father from it. And then I actually made money from it now, so it's cool." She admitted it was strange working opposite her father on screen since Chucky repeatedly stalks and tortures Nika. The young Dourif says, "It's actually as being weird as you think that it would be. He's the person who provided me the most comfort and security in life, and all of a sudden he's like, fuck you, I hope you fucking die, I fucking hate you." I'm like, cool, thanks, Dad. She laughed, "We really worked some stuff out, guys." Fiona Dourif can also be seen in Season 2 of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, which debuted Saturday. Mark Ruffalo accidentally live-streamed a section of Marvel's upcoming superhero epic Thor Ragnarok during the film's premiere in Los Angeles Tuesday. Ruffalo, who portrays Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, in the film, had his phone out earlier during the premiere event to capture an on-stage moment with the rest of the cast using Instagram Live, noted The Hollywood Reporter. The actor, however, forgot to exit out of the app or shut his phone off as he took his seat to enjoy the film. As the phone remained in his pocket, roughly 2,500 fans remained watching the live stream as they could hear the audio from Ragnarok. Eventually, the live stream feed ended, but not before fans got a small taste of the film. Ruffalo and the crowd could be heard laughing in the live stream, with audio from the film being clearly audible. Thor Ragnarok, from director Taika Waititi, also stars Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Idris Elba as Heimdall, and Anthony Hopkins as Odin. It also co-stars Jeff Goldblum as Grandmaster, Carl Urban as Surge the Executioner, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, and Cate Blanchett as the new villain Hela. It is set to arrive in theaters on November 2nd. On Twitter Tuesday, Marvel shared a series of comedic videos featuring the cast of the film, responding to fan suggestions about the true meaning behind the word Ragnarok. One fan wrote the type of music Jeff Goldblum listens to which the actor replied that he preferred listening to jazz. Austin Butler says he had no trouble relating to his character Will on the fantasy drama The Shannara Chronicles. The 26-year-old actor told reporters at New York's Comic-Con Saturday, Season 1, he's very much the fish out of water. He's the outsider where he's never felt at home, really. I've definitely felt that. I remember growing up before I met any actors. I was like, I don't fit in with the sports kids. I just didn't feel like I fit in. I was very much a loner. Butler said that at a certain point he found his tribe and connected with people who had similar interests. He says that's such a nice feeling to not feel alone, so that played into it a lot. He said, comparing to his real life to that of the heroic half-elf he plays on television. He also added, feeling uncomfortable in my own skin for years and then having to dig down inside and find where the strength is. For Will, it's really started when he lost his mom. I've gone through the same, some really close things, and that caused me to have to dig in and say, what am I living for? When you experience that sort of pain, what's life about? He also added, it sounds super deep and weird. It's like we're talking about a fantasy show, but that's what I always look for. That's what kind of attracted me to Shannara, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But at its core, that's what I'm shooting for with Will, is to find that core of truth that I have felt inside of me. Butler, who is the longtime boyfriend of actress Vanessa Hudgens, is also known for his work in the TV shows The Carrie Diaries, Zoe 101, and Switch at Birth. Season 2 of The Shannara Chronicles premiered on Spike Wednesday night. Brooke Shields, a real-life mother of two, says she was happy to explore complicated parenting themes for her upcoming Law & Order SVU guest art. The 52-year-old actress recently told reporters on the show's New York set, it's that fine line between reality and just being an actor. Referring to the cast and crew as the best of the best, she confessed that she felt like she had to, quote, bring it when she showed up to work. Shields said, you have got to raise your game, and that's what you want as an actor, adding that she has SVU star and producer Marisha Hargitay to thank for the role. Shield recalled of how Hargitay approached her. She says, I feel lucky. Mariska is single-handedly responsible for it. She saw a guest spot that I had done for Ali Wentworth's show Nightcap, and it was sort of a disturbed, more comedic, but a very disturbed kind of multifaceted character. And Hargitay said on that day, we've got this storyline, and not only do I want to direct you, but there's so much more to you than we had a chance to see. Admitting that she has been locked for years in this suddenly Susan world, or this more buoyant type of role, and loving it, Shields says that she was ready for something with more grit when Hargitay approached her about tackling on-screen serious issues such as how we determine what's in the best interest of a child. Shields said of her character and Hargitay's Olivia Benson, that really poses an interesting predicament for both of us, who both of the characters who are police lieutenant and single mom to adopt son named Noah. We're both fighting each other, and yet we are both fighting for the same thing, but we can't make it all about one winning. Shields said she has been a long fan of been an SVU fan, but hesitates to view episodes in their entirety with her daughters. She says, now that I have younger kids and they want to watch it, but sometimes you're like, oh God, you can watch this part, but that's not that part. It's part of everybody's family just because of the topics it's based on. It really delves into things that we need to face. I appreciate the show. I love it. The actress noted her guest appearance on SVU is a bit of a homecoming since the series aired on NBC, the longtime network of her former sitcom Suddenly Susan. She laughed, "They let you out, but you're not allowed to stay out. They bring you back in." Starz has announced the casting of 2 key roles for its time-traveling romance Outlander. The cable network tweeted Wednesday, "Clan, we have our Jocasta and Stephen Bonnet. Please welcome Maria D. Kennedy and at Real Ed Spielers as Season 4 of #Outlander begins filming, alongside with photos of the new cast members Ed Spielers and Maria Doyle Kennedy. Spielers' credits include Aragon and Downton Abbey. Kennedy has also appeared on Downton Abbey as well as in the series The Tudors and the films The Commitments, The General, The Matchmaker, Sing Street, and The Conjuring 2. Based on Diana Gabaldon's popular novel, the small-screen drama Outlander follows British Claire, played by Katrina Balfe, a married former World War II military nurse who magically travels back in time, where she meets and falls in love with Scottish warrior Jamie, played by Sam Heughan. Season 3 is airing right now. Walt Disney Animation Group has shut down a planned Jack and the Beanstalk animated film titled Gigantic. The updated version of the fairy tale starring a female giant was set to be released in 2020, but has been canceled according to the Hollywood Reporter. Walt Disney Animation Group President Ed Catmull says sometimes no matter how much we love an idea or how much heart goes into it, we find that it just isn't working. Gigantic was set to be directed by Tango Nathan Greno and Inside Out co-writer Megan LaFleur, with music by Frozen songwriters Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez. The film, officially announced at the D23 convention in 2015, would have been set in Spain sometime between the 15th and 17th century, as the protagonist Jack discovers a land full of giants. Terry Crews shared on Twitter Tuesday that he was sexually assaulted by a Hollywood executive as harassment claims against producer Harvey Weinstein continues to stack up. Crews wrote as he began to recount his experience through 16 tweets, "This whole thing with Harvey Weinstein is giving me PTSD. Why? Because this kind of thing happened to me." He continued, "My wife and I were at a Hollywood function last year, and a high-level Hollywood executive came over to me and groped my privates." According to Crews, the executive just smiled following the altercation that his wife, Rebecca, had also witnessed. The actor thought about confronting the executive physically, but decided against it and instead left the event early. The actor then explained how he shared what happened with everyone I knew that worked with him, which led to the executive apologizing to him without explaining why he groped Crews in the first place. Crews stated that how he did not take the issue further as he did not want to be ostracized in Hollywood. He tweeted, "Who's going to believe you? Few. What's the repercussions? Many. Do you want to work again? Yes. Are you prepared to be ostracized? No." The event, Crews says, has helped him understand the predicament many female stars have felt when dealing with Weinstein. He says, "I understand and empathize with those who have remained silent. But Harvey Weinstein is not the only perpetrator. Hollywood is not the only business where this happens. And to the casualties of this behavior, you are not alone." He concluded by saying, "Hopefully me coming forward with my story will deter a predator and encourage someone who feels helpless to come forward." NSYNC alum Chris Kilpatrick announced on Twitter the birth of his first child, a baby boy, with his wife Carly. The former pop star wrote Tuesday alongside a photo of Carly holding Nash in her arms while in a hospital bed. "So proud of Magic Carr. She is the real Wonder Woman. Welcome our new addition, Nash Dylan Kilpatrick." Kilpatrick and Carly, who tied a knot in 2013 after several years of dating, announced that they were expecting in their first child in March. Kilpatrick said at the time, "Carly and I are over the moon, excited that we are welcoming a new addition to the family. We are both looking forward to becoming parents and learning how much fun having a child will be." In July, Kilpatrick shared with Us Weekly some parenting advice that was given to him by fellow NSYNC alum Justin Timberlake. He says, "Justin told me a million times your life is going to change." He warned that. "Now whenever you are changing a diaper and things like that, there's a weapon that is out there and it's going to go. Wrap things in plastic, be ready for anything." He's loving it because he's telling me all this crazy stuff and he's like, "Just trust me on this one." Sierra and Janet Jackson enjoyed a joint trip to Disneyland Tuesday alongside their sons, Sierra's 3-year-old son, Future Zaire, and Jackson's 9-month-old son, Eliza Almana. Sierra wrote on Instagram alongside a selfie of the two singers inside the park, "Love you, Janet Jackson, #fun times." Sierra is seen sporting a conductor's hat with Mickey Mouse ears and sunglasses, while Jackson is seen with her hair tied up in a bun and wearing sunglasses. Sierra captioned a video from the trip that featured herself and Future joyfully riding a roller coaster together. "That was so much fun, #hands up." Other photos from the trip show the duo posing with Mickey Mouse with their sons and showcase how both Sierra and Jackson all wore all black outfits. Jackson is currently traveling as part of her State of the World tour. Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, and the couple's 5-month-old daughter, Sienna Princess, were not in attendance at Disneyland. Miley Cyrus joined James Corden on The Late Late Show Tuesday to reflect on her career and sing a number of her hit songs as part of Carpool Karaoke. The segment featured the pop star and late-night host singing and dancing together to songs such as We Can't Stop, The Climb, Party in the USA, Wrecking Ball, Younger Now, and Malibu from Cyrus's latest album, Younger Now. In between songs, Cyrus detailed how much she has changed and how she became an activist following her infamous 2013 MTV VMA performance with Robin Thicke that featured the former Disney Channel star twerking on stage. She says, "I realized that if many people were going to talk about something that I did or something that I do, then I should make it a good thing, and I should make it something that can change people's lives rather than be a controversial conversation that does nothing but become a fun Halloween costume for people." She also added, "I think there was something when I first, kind of stopped doing Hannah Montana, saying, I'm not that, I want you to know who I really am, but I love that that was me and is part of me. And I think I've allowed that childhood self to shine through a little more because I'm not trying to run away from it. I'm down to embrace it. I think that's good for everyone should embrace who they used to be and because it made you who you are now." The drive also featured Corden using Cyrus's long tongue to help lick some stamps, a conversation about how high the singer was during various career moments, and Cyrus shared how she crashed her car into a sound trailer on the set of The Voice. The annual iHeartRadio Jingle Ball Tour will include a rotating lineup of stars including Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Demi Lovato, and more. Other artists set to be featured during the tour includes the Chainsmokers, Sam Smith, Logic, Niall Horan, Charlie Puth, Liam Payne, Kesha, Nick Jonas, Camila Cabello, Fifth Harmony, Julius Michaels, and the Fall Out Boys. The tour begins November 28 in Dallas at the American Airlines Center and wraps up December 17th in Fort Lauderdale at the BB&T Center. Swift and Sheeran will only perform on December 1st in Los Angeles at the Forum and on December 8th in New York at Madison Square Garden. The Los Angeles concert will be broadcast over 100 iHeart radio stations and will be live streamed through the CW's website and the CW app starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The show will then be broadcast on the CW on December 14th at 8 p.m. And finally, here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 21st. Number 10, French Montana featuring Swally with Unforgettable. Number 9, Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee featuring Justin Bieber with Despacito. Number 8, Demi Lovato with Sorry Not Sorry. Number 7, Imagine Dragons with Thunder. Number 6, Portugal the Man with Feel It Still. Number 5, Taylor Swift with Look What You Made Me Do. Number 4, Logic featuring Alicia Cara and Khalid with 1-800-273-8255. Number 3, J Balvin and Willie William featuring Beyonce with Mi Gente. Number 2, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage with Rockstar. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of October 21st, Cardi B with Bodak Yellow, Money Moves. And that is your entertainment report for Thursday, October 12th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.